Hey everyone, this is Holly Moran, Independent Scentsy Director for Team Sparkling Superstars. I posted this morning my catalog story sticker, I guess you could call it, and I've had a ton of questions about it, and so I decided the best way to show you how to do it would be to just literally show you how to do it. So first I have to tell you, I did not come up with this idea. I'm not that smart. I was inspired by Melissa Gratz and Heather Gorsuch to do this. So I'm going to show you how I did it. Of course, there's a lot of ways to do something and get the same end result. So this is just the way that I did it and the way that I found it easy. So you'll see here on my computer I'm at Avery.com, and that is how I made these labels. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Templates, Design and Print Online, and then you can enter your product number right here if you have it. I believe this is mine. Come on. It's going to load its internal design program. So I just pick the first general one because you can edit it all day long. I mean, it doesn't really matter. So I just pick that first general one, and then over here on the right, click Next. And then it's going to bring that template into their design program. So over here on the left where it has place image here, all I do is you click on it and that will select that item, and you're going to replace the image. Here you would browse on your computer for wherever you have your headshot saved. I already have mine uploaded to Avery, so I'm just going to go to my Avery because it's got all my stuff there already. And I'm going to select my headshot, and it's going to enter that in there for me. From here you can make it smaller, you can do whatever you want. I did make mention that the next time I do this I might make them a little bit smaller because I had it pretty big and it's kind of like, oh hey, there's my head really big. So and that's okay, but you know, do whatever you want. If you have a lot you want to write on there, you might want to make your picture smaller so that you can fit more text. So then over here at the top they have all this pre-selected stuff in here. You just start to type in whatever you want to put in, and then you can select it by clicking and dragging, and I like to change the font and make it look pretty. In mine that you saw, I used Lobster 2. So there it is, and then I changed the size. I wanted my name to be pretty noticeable, so maybe like an 18. And then for the color, their text colors over here on the left, if you hit this little drop-down menu, it shows you common colors. And I just use their common purple here. You can certainly, you know, use a color picker and come in here and find whatever, but I just use the common ones. And then you can choose, like right now it is left justified. They have centered and right justified. And of course that all changes depending if your text box is smaller. So if your text box is here and you say center, well, it's going to center it in that text box. So that's just general design kind of stuff. And then if you say you wanted to add something over here in this right section, but there's no text box there, you're just going to come over here, say add text box. And if you hover over the top line here, you see how it changes to like a 4 arrow thing. That means that you can click and drag it. So first I'm going to shrink this down because it's obnoxiously huge. And I'm going to click and drag it over here into my space and kind of size up the text box. And then I'm going to put something in there. So click to select, and then this might be where I'd put, you know, Independent Scentsy Director. Whoa, did I spell that right? Yeah. Okay, and of course it's really huge and looks ugly, so I'm gonna size it down a little bit. Maybe a 12. I'm gonna change the font too. I also used Arvo on mine. I thought that was kind of a cute font. And you just play with it until you get it how you want it. The font's probably just a little bit too big yet, so I'm going to take it down another point or two. And if you want to change color here, use the little drop-down box. I chose this teal, or was it that one? It was the darker one from their pre-selected colors, since Scentsy kind of changed our accent color on us from the green that we're used to. Now we're using more of a teal aqua kind of color. So I put that on there. Say there's a box in here and you just don't want it at all. You can just click on it and then, where'd it go? Maybe. Sorry, I'm trying to do things very quickly. There should be a delete button. Here it is, delete. And if that item is selected and you hit delete, it will delete. Then here, this line is kind of huge. I would definitely shrink that down. On this main body text here, delete what they have. And I'm gonna change the size a little bit. And let's see if, oh yes, it will let me paste my stuff in there. So this is just what I had written in here. This is an Arial font. I like it because it's easy to read. It's simple. I also did put color in the body because I thought it was visually interesting. And I also alternated the colors in the different paragraphs because, again, it just makes it more visually interesting and flows better, in my opinion. I also made sure to put this last line down here, my family greatly appreciates your business, because it's totally true, and I like to make sure that people know that and that they can see that. So what you would do next, you know, I would do some more fine-tuning and whatnot, but I'm just going through this quickly. But what you would do is you go to Preview and Print, and it's going to pull up what it would look like on the label sheet that you're getting ready to print. And then what you would do is you could say print yourself, and then print now, and it's going to ask me to save. Okay, whatever. So I'm going to save it. Demo, save. And then here's a little bit of a tricky part. This is what it's going to do when it wants you to print. It's going to ask you to open a PDF. What it has done is used its design tool, and it has created a blanket, uneditable PDF file for you to print from. Instead of just clicking print and it just sends it to the printer, it's actually going to open it up in a PDF form before you print it. So you're going to click open, and it's going to open up in a new window, and it'll have everything right there for you. And then what you're going to do is go to File and then go to your print menu. And it will pull up your print menu, and you've got it right there. You want to make sure, you know, obviously everybody's print menu looks different, but you want to make sure your scale is at 100%, that it's not skewing or changing anything. Of course, I always recommend to print on a blank sheet of paper first, so you don't ruin your label sheets if your stuff is kind of off kilter a little bit. And then you click print, and it prints them out, and you stick them on the front of your label. That's all there is to it. So I'm definitely in love with Avery.com. I've been using it for lots of different labels lately. You can design and print straight from their website. You don't have to worry about having Microsoft Word or a word processing program and worrying about margins and having your format all there. It's all online. It can save your documents so that you go back in and, you know, tweak them or reprint them. If label sheets stress you out and you don't want to print them, they also have a let us print for you option, which is over here on the right, let us print for you. And they will print them and send them to your door. And it actually, I've done it. It only takes probably 3 or 4 days. It's very quick. So those are just the different options. I hope that that helps you guys. Thank you for the idea. First of all, Melissa and Heather, like I said, did not come up with this on my own, but I love it. I think it's a fantastic idea. And then what I did with these labels is I put them on the front of the new catalog. I put it on the side that has the not the diffusers, but the little grid with the different fragrance type things in it, because I figured I could cover some of that up and it would be okay. And I put it right up there at the top, and it's very eye-catching. It makes it personal because it's got a picture on it. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. Please try to use a professional looking picture, because I think that goes a long way in your business. Try to steer away from anything that looks too serious or, like, you know, just weird faces or selfies, or just try to get a really good looking picture, because it is your business and the picture is how you are going to be portrayed. Yeah, stick them on the front of your catalogs, and they look great, and I think they will really improve your business this season. So enjoy!